Hello, Mr. Ippolito students. This is Mr. Ippolito. Just want to go over the assignment for today so you know exactly what you're going to be doing. Today, you are going to be creating a movie poster based on what we've learned from Chapter 10, Section 3 and Chapter 11, Section 1. So if you're taking a look here at the agenda for today, I'll zoom in a little bit so we can see this a little bit better. I'm just going to go over these instructions with you really quickly. So China and the Mongols movie poster. Step 1. You are going to create a movie poster using one or more of the key terms or people from 10.3 or 11.1 in your movie title. So I went ahead and I went through all the vocabulary from 10.3 and 11.1, and there they are right there. So the title of your movie can be Land Tenure, and your movie can be all about land tenure. What is land tenure? Well, you're going to find that out today when you read Chapter 10, Section 3. Or Chinese ships, because there's a section in your book on Chinese ships, or Genghis Khan, or catapult, whatever. You choose, that's up to you. Next, you're going to create your poster using Google Drawings. We've used Google Drawings plenty of times before, so you know how to do that. Most movie posters online today are formatted to 8.5 by 11. So you could do the 8.5 by 11 like this, or however you want to. You can format it however you'd like. It's up to you. Next, you're going to find a picture online to use as your background image for your poster, or you can draw your own. You can draw it on paper. We can then scan it, and then you can put the words in afterwards. You could do this entire thing on paper if you're an artist and you really want to do that. That's up to you. However you want to do it is totally up to you. I just know that most students are going to choose the Google Drawings option. That's why I make that available for most students. Please note, you'll notice in number 3, the image you use should not be from a movie already made about China or the Mongols. For example, if you do a Google image search for Genghis Khan movie poster, you're going to see the movie poster for a movie called Genghis Khan. You can't use that. That's cheating. That's plagiarism. That's already been done, right? So you got to pick something original, pick some different artwork to use for your movie poster. Next, number 4, place the movie title big and bold on your poster. You can use word art and drop shadow techniques. You've already learned those. As a matter of fact, you practice those in your Sundiata What Comes Next assignment. It's not required, but obviously it makes your movie poster look better. So use those as you see fit. Use the word art and drop shadow techniques. You're going to include a single line or catchphrase that shows an understanding of specifically what you've learned from 10.3 or 11.1. So you know how a lot of those movie posters will have that one tagline, that one catchphrase, or that one line. So you're going to include one line that demonstrates that you understand what you've learned in either one of these two sections. You're going to include 2 or 3 other text elements that are seen in a traditional movie poster. For example, look at the Beauty and the Beast poster here. So here are the stars of the movie here. You can come up with your own stars, your own celebrities that are going to star in this film. Over here, you see here, you've got this is called now I forget what that's called. It is called the credit block, right down here at the bottom. It's called the credit block. That's where you include all the information about everybody who's involved in the film, directed by, produced by, starring, with music by. So you can include something like that. Like I said, the stars of the movie, when the movie opens. Let's say instead of like opening summer of 2018, you could say opening summer of 1215 or something, like a year that relates to the time period that we're learning about right now. Make that year connect with what we're learning. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm again on number 6. So you're going to use 2 or 3 other text elements to creatively express other things that you've learned about the history of China, either in these 2 sections, 10.3, 11.1, or any other things you've learned about in this unit, in our unit about China. When you're finished, I don't know if anybody's going to finish today. You're going to have time in class to work on it tomorrow as well, after you take your quiz tomorrow. You're going to export the poster as a PNG file. We've done this before. You're going to email it to our classroom blog. You've done that before. There's the email address there. In the subject line, like we've said before, include your first and last name. If you have a partner, you can work in a group of 1 or 2, work by yourself or with one other partner. You cannot work in a group of 3 or more. That will not work. But make sure that you include both first and last name spelled correctly of both you and your partner to make sure you get credit for your work. It's going to be due tomorrow. Probably it'll be due like after school, 11:59 p.m. tomorrow. Because like I said, you'll have the rest of the period today to work on it, and you'll have all period tomorrow to work on it. And then here are several examples of movie posters, just so you can get an idea of what different movie posters look like. You can click on that link there. When you click on this link, just please note that you don't need to. This is all. This is a separate assignment. This is an assignment given by a university professor. You're not following these instructions here. You are just using the posters down below as an example. Here's Batman Begins. So there's an example of a movie poster. You've got other examples of movie posters here. several different examples that you can look at and you just draw inspiration from. Okay. And then you could also do a Google image search for movie poster for more inspiration and examples. So again, that's what you're going to be working on today. You've got, as soon as I'm done talking and as soon as you get to work, you've got the rest of the time to work on this. Like I said, you can work by yourself or with a partner, maximum of groups of 2, and you'll have a little bit more time in class to work on this tomorrow. Hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.